Does anyone have a question?
Stuart, you've talked about if one good thing happens, then it's going to be followed by something that could be perceived as negative. Can you talk about that ebb and flow or that balance that occurs?
Basically, it's just talking about expectations. When good things happen to us, somehow we get into this habitual state that believes that they're going to continue to happen to us the way they just did. And when the negative things start happening, it initiates states of depression, unhappiness, and not realizing that energy as we see it in the objective world and even in the internal world manifests in a polarized way. Because most of that energy is a manifestation of what goes on in the human mind. And going on in the human mind is energy that really is endlessly in conflict, positive and negative, positive and negative. And we cling to that positive thing with expecting that life is going to continue that way. It never does. And then we have to deal with the negative. So the answer to this is to take both positive and negative and transform them into chi, into that strength that exists in the chakra right below the navel. And building that kind of inner strength enables you to keep from being sucked into either positive or negative. They're just energies and they can be used to continue to build yourself inside and not living with expectations that rarely, if ever, fulfill themselves. People fall in love, 5 years later, they're like their most bitter enemies. I mean, it's just the nature of life, the way it functions, the way it manifests here, because most of it is a manifestation of mind and emotions. And those energies are both positive and negative. And that's what we have to deal with. How do we deal with it? We build chi. We transform positive experiences into chi. We transform negative experiences into chi. This gives us the strength, to have harmony and balance no matter what is going on. So there's no longer negative experience. There's just energy that can be used to build one's inner strength. And of course, the best thing that happens is we stop living with all these expectations about the way the world is going to be and is supposed to be according to our frame of reference. And it never is. Whoever expected life to be happening the way it's happening to now in the objective world? With all these crazy politicians and their what they impose upon humanity. But yet every single one of them is a reflection of the craziness inside human beings. These guys and women would not manifest in the lives of people if people would change inside. But are 8 billion people going to change that way? No. So what is the answer? The answer is build chi. Build the power inside that enables you to stay centered, balanced, full of harmony, to keep your heart open, no matter what is going on, no matter what experiences manifest in your life. And boy, that saves a lot of energy. Complaining and bitching and oh, the world is falling apart and what am I going to do? There is what to do. You can fix yourself. As I said 100 times already, I once had that conversation with God. I said, that's your problem. I can work out my inner life. and get strong enough to deal with the changes that are constantly taking place. As far as fixing the world, I mean, who's going to be able to do it? You have 8 billion people living here. Everybody has their own unique reality, and everybody is trying to fit everybody else into their own unique reality, and nobody fits. And that's why the world is like a crazy place. Constant conflict because nobody fits in anybody else's reality. So what is the answer? Stop trying to fix people. Get strong enough to love them the way they are. Find something of God inside them, exactly the way they live and how they are. And don't expect them to rearrange themselves according to the way you want them to live, because it's never going to happen. And that includes parents and children and uncles and aunts and cousins and friends, and in doing that we get really strong because we can let the world be. And we can use it as a way of growing inside ourselves instead of a way of defeating ourselves. I hope that's clear, because this is really important because I don't think there's a person here who isn't up against this. I mean, I can't be that unique, and I've grown pretty much in my life and I am up against this. And the only way I've managed to learn to deal with it was building chi, getting strong in building harmony and balance inside myself that enables me to keep my heart open and to deal with all, the craziness that goes on in the objective world. Does anyone else have a question? I hope that's clear. This is such an important element in the development of an inner life that can enable one to have a spiritual life. Because every expectation we have usually becomes a disappointment. And then we have to deal with that negative energy in ourselves. Instead of, there's that wonderful song, Let It Be. I really like that song. Let it be, let it be, Let it be, it's what it is. Does anyone else have a question they would like to? Okay. So I'm very excited about getting the book. I hope that it comes the way I expect it to come, but then I shouldn't have expectations because God knows whatever happens between now and then. But those of you in Europe, as I said before, if you want to get the book, you'll be able to get it from a local bookstore wherever you live. I have somebody who ordered one from Australia. Turned out it would be $100 to send it to him. So I suggested this way, and and I discovered that there's no problem. He can do it that way. Does anyone else have a question? Okay, thank you. God bless you all. Thank you. Have a wonderful day. And I mean, really, all of you, the demands you make, your need for a spiritual life, enables me to makes me go very deep inside myself. And I have nothing but gratitude for it. So God bless you all. Have a great day. And there'll be meditation tomorrow evening and Thursday afternoon. And I'll see everybody then. Thank you. Bless you.
Thank you very much, Stuart.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you.
It was so
Thank you,
helpful.
Stuart.
Thank you, Stuart.